Love it. We're going to finish up with Eric Brew in Georgia. Eric, you're up.
First of all, thanks, Janelle. And I want to preface this by thanking you sincerely, because I'm wondering if maybe my teams might have been the guys you were dropping stuff to on the ground. So as a ground pounder, I genuinely appreciate what you do. But my question is this: as a leader of leaders, right? As we climb the ranks, where I spent 25 years in the military. As a leader of leaders, if you find yourself in a position where you're in an organization that maybe struggles with that culture of trust or that culture of resiliency, how do you coach leaders to lead their people? What's your top tip for coaching leaders who have to lead leaders through that difficult time?
That's a great question. One of the challenges I think or at least what I have seen, is that leaders of leaders don't understand they're leaders of leaders, right? They think they're leaders of followers. And so a lot of times, right, that can manifest as like kingdom building, right? Like, I'm not going to help the people below me grow because I don't want them to leave me, right? Because they're supporting my organization or my team and the excellent, space that we're in. And so I think a lot of what I teach is around awareness, because I think the root cause of communication problems that we have amongst leadership teams and follow leaders of leaders, the emotional regulation that does not occur half the time, right? We build and create catastrophes. In fact, the majority of the catastrophes we will all experience in our lifetime, the majority of them will happen only inside our heads. Right? Our minds are powerful, so they'll feel very real, but we will build these catastrophes. We will not be able to emotionally regulate ourselves. And the root cause of a lot of that is awareness, right? We see, and I'm sure you've probably seen this, where leaders see the other leaders as a threat in some way, right? To their leadership, instead of seeing this as, my job as a leader is to want you to be me, right? Is to want to create an even better version of me. And so that's probably the greatest challenge I see. And half the time, I will say that most leaders aren't even aware that that's what they're doing, that they're focusing on followership, that they're seeing their fellow leaders as a threat. So that's why I start with awareness, so that we can then understand where are those mind blocks and barriers that then we can navigate through, and then build the team and support being a leader, a proper leader of leaders.
Thank you so very much. I appreciate your time.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Janelle, this has been amazing.